welcome back with the FeedBak.com, and I'm here with Alan, who's assistant editor of the Origin magazine. So I'm going to let you tell him a little bit about the magazine.
Origin magazine is a Texas yoga, arts, and culture magazine based in Austin. We're also in Houston and Dallas with additional distribution in New York, LA, and San Francisco. We cover national stories as well as Texas. So.
What do you like about the Origin magazine?
You know, it's very comprehensive. I mean, I'm very impressed with, the professional view, the glossiness, the interviews. She really brought a lot of people together that makes a community happen.
I love the colors. It's really bright and easy to read. I love lots of pictures. And then the articles look really good. He was reading some of the articles.
It seems like there's some substance in there, not just ads, like some of these magazines.
Okay, so let me ask you, what inspired you to create a magazine focused on yoga?
Actually, it was our publisher, Miranda Pleasant. She's big in the yoga community nationally, and she wanted to do a yoga and wellness magazine, but combine it with the arts, and we're both passionate supporters of the arts, so we're combining the two.
What about the event through a friend who teaches yoga, and she told me that the magazine combines yoga and art and culture and music, and that the magazine was putting on this event to bring all those elements in Austin together, and I thought it would be a great place to check out all the different arts and acro yoga, music, dancing, everything you could want.
My name's Charles McInerney, and I have a website, yogateacher.com, and I also offer retreats in Mexico and Guatemala.
I'm here representing Kula Yoga Austin as well as Yoginos Yoga for Youth, and both of these are children's and family yoga programs here in Austin and across Texas. Kula Yoga is a great family studio in West Austin, and they have classes for toddlers, infants actually, all the way up through adult.
My name is Michelle, and I have a company called Pandora's Healing Hoop Dance. And I make and sell hoops. I teach hoop dance lessons.
Well, we have a yoga studio in Northwest Austin called Mind Body Yoga. And we heard about this event and we wanted to check it out. I have an advertisement in here I do Phoenix Rising Yoga Therapy. So I advertised in the magazine and we wanted to come and check it out.
So I heard a little bit about earlier, what language do you sing it?
Most of the lyrics are in Sanskrit, which is one of the oldest languages in the world. It's like the language of yoga. And Hindi is another more modern derivative of Sanskrit.
How long have you been practicing?
About 5 years total.
I've been practicing off and on for well over 20 years.
For probably around 10 years teaching yoga, and we've just moved to Austin a year and a half ago. I bought a studio about 6 months ago.
Can you show us a yoga pose?
Sure.
All right.
Would you like an advanced pose or?
Well, actually teach me a pose. See if I can do it.
Okay, let's see if you can do it. Okay.
I've been teaching for 20 years.
Okay.
Yes.
And you?
About 10 years or so, yeah.
All right, so lots of experience. So what first drew you to yoga?
What drew me? My mother and sister.
Oh, wow.
They didn't want to get a babysitter, so they dragged me along when I was 11.
Round ankle pose.
Okay. I can't even put my feet up.
For me, I worked a hard job, corporate job, and I had a lot of stress. So I needed something to relieve my stress, and I felt yoga was the best thing to help me with that. So, yeah.
So even if you do just a few simple stretches, breathing every day, it helps your back, it helps your mind, it helps your body.
So anybody can do yoga?
Yes, anybody. We have chair yoga. We have people who can barely walk, that have injuries and that are older. They come and sit in a chair and do yoga. If you can breathe, you can do yoga.
What is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you in a yoga class?
Well, it didn't happen to me, but of course, there's always the release of gas. But it's natural, it happens. People don't flinch, but every once in a while you'll get into a class and there's a really loud part, yeah.
So what is the funniest thing that has happened to you in your studio working with all these kids?
Oh my goodness. Well, they say the funniest things. I once had two little boys who got in a little tiff, and one little boy just reached out and he said, "I just want to be your friend. I will do whatever it takes to be." They were 2 years old. "I'll do whatever it takes to be your friend." And I was like, these are little teenagers in tiny bodies. Make that stop.
One thing that's funny is when we hear people say, "Oh, I can't take yoga because I'm not very flexible."
And that's the perfect reason to take yoga, to become flexible. You're probably someone who should take it the most, if that's what you say. That's kind of funny when we hear that.
You know, I read her intro in the magazine, and I've been dying to ask this question. Is Miranda a real ninja?
No. But I guess in a sense she is.
Kids these days don't really get an opportunity to relax, and we definitely offer them that. Plus, we teach them tools for how to connect to themselves, how to learn how to breathe. When they have stress and anxiety, they have tools to help themselves calm down. They have tools to help themselves get energized when they need to. And that way, as they get older, they know what they can do when they're feeling out of whack, and they know what they can do when they're not feeling healthy, and they have lots of tools that they can draw on in that way.
We found you there, over here doing yoga and some hula hoop. Do you practice yoga?
No, not really. I was just stretching, and I noticed that I can balance the hula hoop on my feet, and then I stretch myself out.
So for our young audience, can you tell us what kind of benefits yoga can provide in a daily life?
Well, yoga increases your breathing, which helps you if you play football or soccer or anything like that, makes you better an athlete.
Helps tone and strengthen your body. It helps calm your mind down for breathing when you do breathing exercises. It helps with balance. It helps with clarity of the mind. It helps with flexibility. That's an easy one. Oh my gosh, I can keep naming it.